days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow, but my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you, right at you. You give me something to believe in, just what I needed. You're the closest.
But Roderick, we were talking about Michael Rubin, who is the founder of Fanatics, and Smiz was telling me that Fanatics Fest is going on right now. There's a whole festival going on in New York City with athletes like Tom Brady, the Javits Center, current and former athletes. They're taking part in all kinds of events and things. So yes, he's making a lot of money. Mike Tyson is there.
Okay.
Abdul-Jabbar and all of the black. So you making your money off of the damn. Okay, I'm sorry. Talk your talk, Roger.
So there's a couple things I noticed. The first one I do want to say, the reason I asked how much money is he worth is because he talks like a white dude who talks to people who know he got a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, that tone of like, I'm just gonna say it. And it's like, because you know, if you like in community, if you're like equals, there's certain stuff that you don't just gotta say. You're like, why would I risk pissing the room off? But when you like the biggest bank in the room, now it's like you guys should listen to what I gotta say. A lot of people think money.
Let me. So according to the net worth people, he's worth $11.5 billion.
See, he sounds like it.
So to your point, and here's what happens: nobody's gonna tell you the truth,
right?
Especially when they want some of that bank.
Yes,
right. And so you got a lot of sycophants around you, but you think they're your friends.
You a big ass wallet. That's all you are to them folks. You a wallet. Two, I'm like, where he come from? Because I remember, I know Rick Rubin. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I know a Rubin sandwich, but I ain't never heard of Michael Rubin until last year. He did like the white party or something. I guess he took Diddy place. He like, Diddy can't do the white party. I got y'all. I don't know if rich black celebrities like dressing up in white that much. I don't know what it is. But like then is when I first started, like he was in every picture. I said, who is Buddy? You know what I mean? So like, I already don't know that he's part of the culture to be speaking on the culture anyway, right? Because I just know you from one party. This isn't 20 years of seeing you around the culture, so I can be like, well, you know what? I didn't like what he had to say, but he's putting his time with the culture. I don't know you, bro. So that's the other thing. And then the third thing is, I noticed that Charlamagne didn't agree with him. He just wanted him to keep talking. Like he said, I like when people say stuff like this, like to letting us know what y'all be talking about. So it wasn't necessary that he was up there thinking to himself, like, should I challenge this or not challenge this? I think he saw this is a clip that's going to go viral. He knows the optics, rich white guy talking about black people in our culture. And he knows to get out the way, basically, and say, keep rolling and let that man talk himself into a viral clip that has made his rounds around the internet now. And it worked because that's how his brain works. He's very much about capturing that viral conversation rather than taking a stance or even being correct.
Roderick Morrow, the black guy who tips.com. Genius. You're absolutely right. I am in a total agreement with you, but I'm also saying it's time for us to stop allowing the nonsense for other people's financial windfalls. It's a grift, and we're being victimized that you letting somebody talk greasy about us on your platform so you can make more money. That makes you even more egregious.
The gatekeeping,
so that you're good, but you're gonna let this be out. Like I wasn't even gonna talk about it until I saw black people. Like I'm like black people that I was like, okay, knock it the F off. Stop agreeing with this culture vulture at this point, right? Sitting up there talking about black people like
Because the thing for me is, like, when I first heard you say gatekeeping, I assumed like, oh, like a guy like Michael Rubin just shouldn't be on the Breakfast Club. But nah, it's deeper than that. Like the Breakfast Club as a space is not necessarily a space that's safe for black people to listen to. Don't have our best interest in mind. It has the interest of going viral and whatever it takes to make that show pop off. But that's the same show that will bash Kamala Harris until she comes on and does an interview, and then they're going to get her on there and they're going to ask her some inappropriate, offensive ass question and hope to go viral. Nothing will be furthered for Black people. Nothing will be furthered for voters. Nothing will be furthered for the Kamala Harris campaign, but something will be furthered for the people on that platform who run it and their star of getting attention.
I need y'all to sit with that, because that's it. And moving forward, how we consume media, how we engage with media is our responsibility at this point, right? Every time you click on something and give it oxygen, you are contributing to the thing. I always say I'm not putting let me do it this way, BBs in a BB gun that's pointed to me. I'm not going to put the BBs in the gun.
Right.
I'm not going to do that. We are literally putting the BBs in the gun pointed at us.
Yeah.
Constantly. So
it's interesting,
can we do better?
Because I didn't click on this when I saw it on the timeline, because someone was talking about Michael Rubin. I said, what happened, man? Because he was mad. It was one of my friends. He's like, he ain't got no right to be talking about our culture like this. I said, what did he do? So he says, oh, let me send you the clip. He sends me the clip. I see immediately from the still shot, oh, this conversation took place on the Breakfast Club. I said, yeah, I can't. I'm not going to click on it. I don't mind talking like this because I feel like we get a chance to have a conversation and break it down and like talk about it abstractly, like not directly just about like, well, this is what he said. Do Black people really do it? Like that's falling for debate, but being like, why did this conversation take place? What is the recipe that y'all put together to get this moment? And why the hell do it keep happening over and over and over on this platform? Like, can I say this is a platform that's good for us as a culture if this is what we keep coming back to? I don't know.
And thank you for saying that too. I always try to tell people I'm never really talking about the thing that people are talking about. There's always a nuanced conversation, primarily because this audience is nuanced, right? So we're not talking about, because anything else is a reaction that's emotional. This is a deeper conversation that we must keep having around who we are to each other, and what should we expect in these spaces, and how do we contribute to or detract from having the best experience, because the goal should be, to his point, he made good points. We should be working together. We should be celebrating each other. We should be doing, it's happening. The reason why this country looks like it's on the right track right now is because Black people stood up and decided we are going to support Kamala Harris, period, en masse. And any the fringe actors who are out there boo-birding, check their bank accounts, see what their agendas are, see what their agendas have been, because if you're not participating right now in at least getting across the finish line so we can possibly get some things, and some things are already happening. I just read a whole agenda economically that's going to positively impact a lot of y'all who are listening. If that's not the goal, then leave it alone and put those people in those places or block them.
And I gotta say, man, if you're a Black person and you are successful, and it's not because Black people support you, I am looking at you like, what happened? Because we are the default of community support. Like, we support the people that serve us. I wouldn't be doing what I do for a living if it wasn't for Black people, period. I wouldn't be able to pull this off no other kind of way. If Black people disappear from the earth tomorrow, I would be somewhere hoping Kamala don't tax tips. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. So like, this idea, like, it's an insult to the culture. In addition to just saying you don't know the culture, it's an insult to the culture. It should have insulted the people at the Breakfast Club, because who are they without Black people? Who listening? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it could be the same people who buy rap music. 866-801-8255. No, I'm dead ass serious. It's probably the same people.
But look, though, even in that case, if we're not there, it kills it.
It doesn't exist, right?
Like when Iggy Azalea, when Black people was looking at Iggy like, what is this, Tip? T.I., what you brought up in here? Killed her career immediately. Like, anytime we not with it, it's over anyway. So like, this idea that y'all can sit up there and be like, nah, hear them out. How? Because y'all know if Black people didn't support y'all, even when we disagree with what y'all doing, Black people still the main ones that support and make it okay to support y'all. Y'all should. It's whack that they didn't say nothing.
I got to show Black support. I got 2 words. Tyler Perry, 866-801-8255. The man's a billionaire. Black people did that, period.
My days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow.